we currently are in. So both teams are currently just sitting at the line of scrimmage, and everything is kind of just like, no one's playing super spicy. No one's wanting to go in super hard here. Both comps a little bit scaling here, so they're not really trying to have an early disadvantage right off the top. We're actually seeing couple people over on the bottom side of the jungle for the red team coming in, potentially looking at their Hardways to get a little bit of trade damage onto Maskling. I'll take that. Does not get hit by the binding. That would have been really, really bad. But everything's fine. This is we're all good. This is the first minute of League Legends.
Yeah, just starting out in your kind of standard lanes, trying to avoid getting picked off at the beginning and just, kind of rolling. We'll see how it rolls out here. It looks like they're both starting. The junglers on the bottom side, so just get the nice leash and go from there.
One thing I'm just looking at real quick, both AD carries still using complete footwork as their keystone mastery there. I've been feeling like lately it's been there's a shift towards that press the attack again. It's coming. They've given a few buffs in the last patch, but neither team using that this way. They're still kind of going for that relatively safer fleet footwork and going with that. How are you feeling about that summoner right now?
Yeah, well, coming from the bottom lane, I can tell that press the attack is really a strong laning tool. That if you're going to be aggressive in lane, if you're planning on trying to get an advantage by killing the other team like multiple times in the bottom lane, that press the attack can certainly fulfill that void. But I think if you're going to look at the kind of higher level legends play, if you're going to look at the teams that group and really do eventually play the late game team fights, so for that's going to be the thing that wins or loses you the game. Just the mobility from a fleet of footwork it gives you, the ability to reposition in fights is almost invaluable. And so you're really going to look. We can see him get stunned up here to what half health. So that's what I'm talking about with the Morgana stun. You can land a couple of those to be able to.
Meanwhile, we have Kent State's Trevorius going over the top lane early, trying to take down that Rodolph. He's going to do a punch damage too, doesn't need to flash yet, so absorb that pressure just fine.
So that's the power of the Sejuani gank, where we said it wasn't going to be that strong. He doesn't have that much CC, so they're able to kind of just walk out of that one safely.
The binding being hit by Maskling onto the AD carry Hardwig, but Rakan there to save Xayah, give it a little bit of shield, doesn't do too much damage.
Guys, he'll be in mid lane.
Yeah, we're seeing a gank going on mid lane, and Kep is going to have to flash out to stay safe. So good job by the Kansas State jungler to be able to get that summoner spell off of Kep.
Right now you can see where Zach is. He's actually standing right on the board that was placed earlier by Trevorius. So Trevorius is early kind of tracking of the jungler and the double ganks. So I
Oh, and a beautiful dodge pulled up there by KBS. It's going to lead to an all in there to be able to do it. They're going to get first blood onto Hardwig. And an excellent job, very good job by KBS, jumping over to their partner and being able to avoid that binding and then turn it into an engage.
So there's your catch-22 with the Morgana. If you miss that binding, you are now just an open
nothing
target.
Else.
Yeah, so that's where the power of the Rakan Xayah combination really shines through. When she has all 3 levels, she's got her W. I'm talking about the Xayah here, where you've got the extra attack from Rakan also coming through. It was really a strong laning portion, and they're able to get that without any jungle pressure. So we get to see Soul just farm the jungle. He's getting kind of the best path he can, and Rodolph's going to absorb it. Meanwhile, you're able to get an lead in the bot lane. So you're looking at them boys here just trying to farm up now, and they're probably going to try and slow down this thing.
Yeah, Soul here is trying to take out the ward sitting in the river here, but responding is Trevorius from Kansas State's side. Want to keep that ward. The epic fight for the ward, they're always my favorite. Oh, that was not able to Soul jump out of there by freezing him there with that pass throw. This is now happening here as SKT Wolf has come in from the top side. The pass is popping gold. They're going to be able to try to kill him here. But Xayah's going to come in with a whole ton of damage. The teleport is going to come in, and Rodolph is now joined the fight. Maskling, however, is going to secure that kill onto Soul. So that's going to even up the kill and even up the gold on this game.
You can see the earlier TP from the SKT Wolf being able to get the advantage in there. You had all 5 rotating down to the bottom side. Kep wasn't able to follow, so you kind of just have her taking a wave. And it is a trade up there for this Kansas State University. And now you got a little bit counter juggling going on. But yeah, just getting a little bit of an advantage by bringing the entire team down to the bot lane, trying to make sure that the Xayah Rakan don't pop off completely.
Yeah, Soul trying a little too hard just to try to get rid of a pink ward and stayed a little bit too long, so was able to get enough auto attack from Trevorius to freeze them in mid-air. and stop him from getting over to the other side does end up paying for a little bit of a mistake there. So we've now evened up in kills and a little bit of advantage coming back over towards the Kansas State side, as they're now actually picking up quite a solid CS lead is taken to make up for that kill already.
And you can also see coming from the mid lane where you've got Cassiopeia is already stacking her tier. That's kind of what she was able to do, and you're looking for. She's already building towards the late game. Meanwhile, the Azir, he's still sitting on his Doran's ring with that roam. He was able to give an advantage to the team, but in the laning, he's just slightly behind. There's not that much kill pressure coming from a mid lane. Cassiopeia with only a tier right now, though, so it was a fine trade for them.
Yes, plus Kep doesn't have Flash currently, so you know there's less chance of an all-in coming in from Kep while he's down that summoner for about another 3-ish minutes if my calculations are correct when that Flash happens. But both teams still remaining relatively even, and just trading over here on the top side is Rodov and SKT Wolf. I'm just gonna try to call him Wolf from now on instead of SKT, but because it's throwing me off. Because I know he's not playing for SKT. People are trying to trick me. I would love to cast out. Insane. We're not there yet.
Here's the guy. Anyway, going into the mid lane, a little bit of trading going on. You can see that Rodov here is shoving the Maokai over, having a health advantage, but he's not been able to translate that into a turret ammo advantage yet. That's just kind of a Maokai thing where it's hard to push him away with his passive scaling.
Able to put out a little plants, able to keep at least his dudes, those guys.
Yeah, the saplings. You can see bot lane, we've got a Sejuani approaching for a lane gank. It could be a dangerous situation for Rakan and Zaya here. They do not have vision.
Yes, Sejuani down in over to the bot lane, sitting there waiting for an opportunity to go in there, and KBS is going to show that ult's going to come out, but they're going to avoid most of it, and in fact KBS is able to jump away and not even get hit by the second part of that also. Good reaction times all over the place by KBS so far this game. Meanwhile, we are kept taking a bunch of damage from this Azir, but it looks like he's going to be able to get away just fine. And yeah, good job by University of Manitoba narrowly avoiding some things that could have been really, really bad.
Yeah, that was some slick moves from KBS on the Rakan there, avoiding both ulti and the stun, which from Masklink unfortunately launched directly into a minion straight in front of him. But those outplays, we'll call them, they happen.
Yeah, sometimes the best outplays don't always lead to kills. Preventing the other team from getting the kill is almost like getting a kill yourself. So, excellent job pulled off by KBS, who's, you know, splashing the... all this talk we had about Rodov and the top laners and the 80 carries, maybe KBS is a real carry coming to support. We're both support names, so we're going to respect that. Meanwhile, Boris is coming over to the top side, yanking Rodov, get him down real low, and then Rodov might be able to pull off the outplay. He is Soul's actually to take him down, as he actually ends up joining that fight as well, so he's going to turn it around with the counter guy. Meanwhile, Kep is now doing some damage on the Algo in the middle. That ult is going to come out. He's going down real low, but he's going to take another tower shot. He's going to be fine. Oh, Kep does end up taking him out. The poison being just enough damage to pull it off. So Kep with the big outplay. The outplay happening over top lane. That's going to be 2 more kills going over to the University of Manitoba.
And this is what we were talking about earlier when we were talking about the different capabilities in each of the different lanes in the University of Manitoba. We're talking about the mid lane who can go. Pulls off a solo kill right there. You look at the jungler pulling off a counter gank with Rodov as they kill a Maokai in the top lane, get pressure on the turret. Like, those are the sorts of things where, alright, you have, you know, your master tier 80 carry who's farming up quite well, up 6 CS in the bot lane. But you look across the map, you're kind of losing advantages just based on the fact that you're getting outplayed, where in a 1v1 and a 2v2, the Kansas State University ends up going down, and so now there's a 500 gold lead for the University of Manitoba.
Yeah, so great job by Soul keeping track of the enemy jungler and Travarius, making sure that Rodov's perfectly fine. Again, they were trying to focus over into that top lane, try to kick down the star player for University of Manitoba, but to no avail, because Soul was right there to be the right-hand man to Rodov over here and make everything perfectly fine. So now they're sitting with a slight gold lead and a little bit of the tempo advantage, which is something that should not be ignored. So good job by University of Manitoba so far in this game.
And we're still in a scaling team comp for the University of Manitoba and for Kansas, so we're not looking for, you know, the early tower push turret kill rotate all over the map, crazy kind of thing you can get sometimes. So just having a slight gold lead like this is an effective way of trying to grow your lead across the rift here over time. So 10 minutes in, we've got a 500k gold lead versus Manitoba. We got a gank going.
Yeah, we have Algo pulling out the Azir ult to try to make something happen here, try to get away, but it's not going to be there because Kep's going to secure that kill, and another kill going over to University of Manitoba as they stretch to almost 1,000.
You're really looking out for the danger of the Cassiopeia here. Kep's Cassiopeia has been kind of shown throughout the entire league this year that it's pretty strong. It's a kind of a dangerous pick to allow him to get, just in the fact that he plays so well in the early game with being safe, but still being able to take damage. And I mean, 10 minutes in, 2 kills on a Cassiopeia, that's not the norm. Respect.
Yeah, definitely. He's doing super well against this matchup. Again, I feel like Azir getting a little bit of a nerf makes it a little bit harder for here, but we're seeing Trevorius come for the Lingak one score towards bottom. But again, Soul is right there, basically predicting that action, so that if anything comes here, he's right there. But looks like both teams so far are stepping up, as we're actually seeing more action happening over the top side, and Cap come for a roll towards the top. Rodolph is actually going to be taken down, so a big outplay by Wolf on that one, and a little bit of a misplay by the University of Manitoba.
Yeah. Wolf was able to land his ultimate onto both members, and with that Rodolph stay for 1 terror shot too many allows them to release that pressure.
So that unfortunately happens. Meanwhile, the bot lane of the University of Manitoba also back off, so they're actually going to get a bunch of tower damage over here for basically free. Probably not enough to kill a tower, as the rest of Manitoba are now here to spawn. And again, Soul has now made a bit of a rush. They're going for a hard engage. The flash is coming in. Rodolph is also teleporting into the bot lane as he just spawned. That ultimate from Soul is going to come out, and he's going to be able to get some people there. Harvey's going to be able to get 1 kill. Trevorius is the next target. They're looking to try to get that, using the heal for that bit of the speed burst. It's going to be enough. That's a double kill now going over to Hartwig, and a huge play by University of Manitoba, and they now have Dragon Control as well.
Yeah, it looks like they'll probably rotate over here to the ocean. Might try and force this first turret. But as soon as Masklink sends out that Q, the entire kind of instant CC problem where you're trying to stop a dive or stop a team fight is gone. And you see, as soon as that misses, you see KBS just instantly engage, go in and try and win that team fight. It's, yeah, one of those cost value kind of things. When Morgana's just throwing out that Q for nothing, you're really giving up a strong CC for your team fight.
It's one of those things where Morgana Q, the threat of Morgana Q is almost more important than the actual use of the Morgana Q itself. So a rough a rough cooldown to be down when it's not doing anything. And University of Manitoba, instead of digging the dragon, actually decide to take that first brick turret, so they're going to get that extra gold from that, and they'll be happy with that as they stretch their gold lead to almost 2,000 now, and are looking pretty here.
Yeah, you can see that they actually gave a lot of that over to the Hartwig on the Taya there. So as they were talking about from University of Manitoba's power from their bot lane, yeah, you're looking at a 3-0 Zaya, got a 1,000 gold lead on her counterpart in the Caitlyn. And you're going to have the team fight pressure and probably ability to win in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, here we go. Another Q being missed by Masklink. Leaves a go code for the best of University of Manitoba as they're coming in here. Soul's going to pick up that first kill onto them boys, but they're not done yet. The ultimate is coming out of KBS. They're looking to get more people into the fight. Harvey's going to pick up a kill. They're looking to take out Masklink now too. Soul's going to jump in, so that's going to basically be up. Here at KBS is going to pick that up. So University of Manitoba can get another 3 kills off a misbinding again by this Morgana.
Yeah, so I don't think Morgana's just recognizing how important that skill is in her kit, because she keeps kind of just throwing it out. And as soon as it's thrown out, you're right, Rakan engages and has the back flying in, because well, it's such an important spell for your peel for your Caitlyn. So it's the same thing over and over again, and the results don't change. Again, the same. Down another 3 kills from that.
So again, big lesson to all you folks watching and looking at Soul Q, looking at being playing Morgana. Again, the threat of your Q is more important than actually using it. You don't have to keep that skill on you want to keep it up, make sure you have it for important moments. So again, Dragon now going over to University of Manitoba. They'll take that. They have a 92 kill lead. They have over 3,000 gold. 4,000 gold actually, gold lead now too as well, and it keeps stretching. Again, late game comp. In fact, maybe even played a losing matchup, quote unquote, over in the bot lane, but are just taking outplay after outplay and making sure that they stretch this lead, and they're going to be the team that's ready to go for those team fights.
Yeah, and so we're kind of seeing a little bit of a change here with the Caitlyn and the Morgana still staying in the bot lane. Normally, you quite often see the rotations where AD carry and support will go up to the top and try and take the next turn and snowball like that. But right now, it looks like they're content to just prevent the University of Kansas from getting that gold. So they keep pushing it out, and now they're kind of rotating through and getting some deep vision set up.
Oh, Algo going for the nice little outplay onto Kemp. That ult's going to be able to land from Kemp as well onto him. So, but Soul is coming here to help out his mid laner and make sure that this gets punished. So, while a good mechanical play by Algo, it actually gets the rest of the team of Manitoba to come here to respond. And now they're looking at the mid lane tower. Soul's actually going to try to jump in to see if he can catch Algo over there, but really it's going to do enough to zone him off. It's Heartway going to do some damage to this, and they're going to be able to get this tier 1 mid lane tower. And University of Manitoba is taking a 2-0 tower lead.
And just based on the rotations from the Kansas State University, I'm not sure they're going to be able to secure that top tower. Doesn't look like they will be. So they're actually taking a losing trade around because they assumed, as I had, that the AD carry support would go to the top side, but they didn't. They kind of switched it up here with taking Algu on. Captain Soul were able to get some really good pressure and take out that mid lane outer turret, which really opens up the map here for Manitoba.
So excellent job, University of Manitoba. Just blowing this game a little more wide open than we potentially expected. Expected 2 teams to scale and then go for that late game, but they're doing everything they can to make sure they flex again. I just want to reiterate it wasn't trash talk from Kansas State University towards University of Manitoba, but I don't know if they even know what was said about them. I don't know how much they pay attention to what's going on in the media world, but they're looking to prove they deserve to be undefeated and are continuing with this game. It is a best of 5 if you are just tuning in, so there is a giant chance that they'll be fine and it will be okay, that this will be going longer, but right now University of Manitoba is flexing in this, at least this first game.
Yeah, and you see KBS, they're able to use his shield to dash away from Sejuani Ultimate, so it's a pretty significant cooldown, and they're just going to keep pressuring in and taking chip damage off his turret and lift balls. So.
Yeah, it seems like Kansas State is pressing so much, using very important cooldowns just to try to force a play, but University of Manitoba has done a great job of basically dodging what they need to and then re-engaging and making things happen. Because look, they're taking over the top lane, they're now coming over here. That Sejuani ultimate's not around, so they know they don't have to worry about it. But Wolf is coming in here and trying to make a play onto KBS. He's going to use that Malphite ultimate and almost secure KBS, but he's actually going to just barely get away. Algo is now going to fight here. He's going to use the secure ultimate to try to make something happen, but Rodov is actually going to pick up the first kill here. Kemp's going to pick up another one, and everyone is going down on the University of Kansas State side as they're going to get a big engagement. Soul is going straight to the backline. Double kill is going to come out for Kemp now. They're pushing these towers still. They don't even care. There's only various real low and Masnik left. They're going to run away, and they're going to get a turret here for the University of Manitoba.
Yeah, so now we're here looking at a 17 gold lead just based off of a nice TP coming in from Rodov, who didn't get there before Wolf did, and then they were able to engage and take the zoning potential from that teleport to take the first outer, and then take the team fight with Saya really using her ultimate in a good location there. She was able to get away from both the Maokai ultimate as well as the Morgana ultimate. So she was kind of in a really rough situation, but was able to use that wonderful ultimate for repositioning in team fights along with her flash to just really turn that fight. It looked like Kansas State thought they were going to have a good pick-off on the carry, and then it turned into them falling defeat.
Yep, and they're going to also take the Rift Herald as another reward just before it despawns, and they're going to take that as that win more condition as they currently have. Maybe we'll see a dancing Rift Herald in this game. I don't know. I'm hopeful, but again, gigantic lead, 8,000 gold now for University of Manitoba. Baron spawns in 30 seconds, another Drake spawns in a minute and a half, and University of Manitoba do a great job of getting a ton of deep vision into the Kansas State side.
So now they're really looking just to choke out Kansas State and kind of use this late game team scaling comp to just take over the map here. You're going to look for the next minute. They'll probably grab the next Drake. I mean, a pair of oceans can be very strong when you're trying to siege an enemy team. And you look at your front line, you Scion and the Zac are going to be able to stand in front right now based on the items that they've got.
Yeah.
Looking at the Abyssal Mask, this game will take a ton of damage from you here. And really not care that much about it. And you look at Zac with the warm-up, so you can chunk him out, but he walks away and comes back pretty quick. I think right now has the 3,000 required health for it, because that was his patch change.
Yes. He might, but right now we're seeing an engage happening onto Mask Link. KBS jumps into there, but he's actually just going to back off and not try to fight the entire team by himself, as the rest of the team is actually pushing up mid lane. And a big buy in the last back too. Heartwake now finished off 2 items, got a 2-item power spike compared to basically just an Infinity Edge on Dem Void. So in a team fight, you're going to see a lot more damage coming out of that Xayah as teams are pinging over towards the Baron and looking to set it up. They're also pinging over towards the Dragon, so maybe that's where they're going to really start going. But both teams are now looking to see which objective they want to try.
It looks like they're engaging on the Baron, but it might just be a bait.
Yeah, potentially let's try to draw the rest of the team here in the bait. They do have that top lane Rift Herald pushing, so if they see potentially that they get a response over to that top lane, they're going to choose to pick up an objective. It looks like they're pinging over towards the Dragon, are going to potentially just use that Rift Herald to get another Dragon. That will be a second Ocean Drake, and again, like you were saying earlier, a really great Dragon for the Siege effort for Manitoba.
And at this point in the game, I think you got to look at their play, two of them's play around the Baron. Now, it's going to be the next important thing. Can they guarantee they get some strong wards around? It looks like they're going to actually shove with that bot lane out second tier turret, so we might be able to get another turret here almost for free. Let's see how it goes.
They're pushing on here a little bit harder now. They're looking to get this tier 2 turret. Soul's actually coming towards the back line. He's going to try to get onto the damn Void. He's going to go down shortly. It's hard for you to be able to pick up another kill in this game. The ult has been coming out of Mask Link on that Morgana, but it's not going to actually secure anyone. They're going to continue to do more damage and continue to siege onto this bot lane tier 2 turret. Soul is now coming in back to the back line, trying to make a 58 here. Half that turret's going to finally go down. The Azir ultimate is going to come out to try to do something with this, but Harvey's going to pick up another kill in this game. Wolf is going to be able to pick up that kill onto KBS to answer some of the damage that's being done, but they'll take a 2-for-1 and the tower, and they're going to start backing up now.
Yeah, from that team fight, you can see where Rudolph on the Scion there, giving the Mask, is able to just walk up and tank the entire Azir's damage the entire time we're picking that turret, and then engages further. So you see really that kind of the fact he's able to itemize against the magic damage, and the fact that we were able to jump on the Caitlyn because she was there by herself. She got there too early. The team wasn't rotating the way that they needed to protect that turret, and then you end up with University of Manitoba gaining another advantage as a result of it.
University of Manitoba doing an excellent job, just making sure they're playing just as hard as they do. The only kills that have gone over those 3 for the Kansas State side are on non-carries. So their carries are super far behind and not doing enough damage to the tank line of the University of Manitoba. And they're looking towards Baron now, and they're starting it.
Yeah, so the University of Kansas State University doesn't have any good started, so they're not able to get in now.
Trevorius goes to the steal. He's not going to. He's just going to let them have it because he pretty much knows that all he'll do is pay for it with his life. So that's a Baron now going over to University of Manitoba with their 10,000 gold lead and a Baron buff. This might be a foregone conclusion if they can close out this game neatly.
Yeah, we'll see with that, especially this patch, although the banner of command were reduced. You'll see that Rakan doesn't have any, that patch apparently was enough to make it not highly prioritized enough. So we've got actually throwing out. You see KBS pick up the iron. What is that one? Sorry, the potion of iron.
Yep.
And so he's able to.
Elixir
they're really looking for an elixir of iron. Yeah, you're looking for a really strong fight here to try and close out the game within the next probably 3 to 5 minutes. A few of them kind of going all in on this. You should be able to see a team fight in the next 5 minutes that might be an ending one.
Yep, we're seeing the 3-item power spike now coming out for Xayah here, so she's incredibly strong, probably the strongest point compared to everyone else she's going to beat in this game. So they're going to start pushing this mid lane turret and get it going. We see Rodolph split pushing over onto the bottom side. Again, they have that Baron buff and it is pushing in and pushing hard. And I don't really know what Kansas State is going to be able to do about this as they look towards this mid lane turret.
Yeah, and you'll see that Cannon just static trying to go for the wave here, but against Baron minions, even with Caitlyn with long range, it's really hard into the sieging team of several Ocean Drakes. They're just going to continue to siege and push up into your towers and keep doing damage to them over and over. And I just expected kind of at some point in Kansas State University to engage, either stop them from sieging or they're just going to end up losing their
It's funny.
here.
Earlier in the game, we saw Kansas State trying to force engages, and now that they're really, really behind, they're almost scared to force an engage now, but really I think you have to, and hope that University of Manitoba makes a mistake. It's obviously still, at this point in the game, heavily favored for University of Manitoba to win, but your only chance is to go for it, or you're just going to slowly lose this game. So either go for something hard, something YOLO, and try to win, try to steal a win if University of Manitoba makes mistakes, or at the very least you end this game sooner so you go to the next one.
Yeah, and you can also look at when they're in a 4-1 kind of situation, if you can rotate your Malphite over, it's easy to but it looks like this is gonna
Yeah, Saul is going down, that mid lane turret is dodged down. He's ready to get engaged, he's gonna bring over Wolf over to the rest of the team. He cares too much damage to pick him out. Wolf is eventually gonna go down to Kep, and now unstoppable. He's actually gonna get a double kill here. It seems he'll pick up more to flex that strategy. A shutdown is gonna come out from the Algu to be able to get down to Zaya, but that is gonna be a triple kill now going over for Kep, and the rest of the team of Kansas State is scrambling.
Kansas State is quite lucky on that last one, and Algu's last Q4 with the soldiers was enough to take out Zaya, but I'm not sure it'll be enough to save the game here. Got another 14 seconds before getting back up.
Exactly, I said they just had to go big, they had to do them, but it's so far ahead in this game. University of Manitoba, as it looks like they're going to be able to take the game one of this best of 5 series. Kansas State, Treborius is now going to go down real quick here to KBS. Support have some kills, why not? Kep's going to use the ultimate, it's actually going to whiff a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. The gold's going to come over there, and Kep's going to do much damage to ensure another kill as well. That's 2 more members down here University of Kansas State, and they're getting taken out. This Nexus is going down real low, but they're just going to secure some more kills for now, because why not? University of Manitoba Bison take game 1 of this best of 5 series.
Oh, JV has just taken it to and that twice the game. You have the 9-0-4 Cassiopeia runs through the mid lane from Captier, and you've got like just a really thorough, convincing win. And those are the kind of wins you see now on the ladder based on the state of the game. You get the first Baron is almost enough to win outright. They did have as well a 16k gold lead. Some of that was buffed from the kills they got right near the end, but that's a significant amount. You're looking at an entire item more for Zaya over Demboys there, and you see the strength coming in through the bot lane that we're worried or concerned that the master level Demboys would be able to kind of have his way, but no, Mask Link throwing out bindings, missing, and kind of allowing the lane to get out of control there allowed Zaya to get and snowball that advantage from early game.
Yeah, it's been a great job by University of Manitoba to really flex a strong advantage in this one. And now it's going to be up to Kansas State to see if they respond, as they're going to go over to the blue side once again. If you are just tuning in, this is a best of 5 series between University of Manitoba and Kansas State University. We have game 1 now taken by University of Manitoba. So we're going to take a quick break and come right back in a little bit for game 2 in this best of 5 series. We'll see you all soon.